I'm excited. Today we're focusing on the song House of the Lord by Phil Wickham. How many of you sing this at your churches? Yeah, lots of you. How many want to sing it at your church? Yeah, it's such a good song. It's such a good one for an upbeat opener to your set list, right? Original key is B flat. For this tutorial, we're going to use G for our male key and D for our female key. I think these are kind of middle of the road keys, not super high, not super low. Still challenging for both the male and female ranges because in these keys, it goes right up to and through the transition spot. How many are familiar with that awkward place in your voice where your chest voice hits a ceiling, right? The D, E flat, E for guys, A, B flat, B for girls. The original key goes quite high for most guys, not out of the realm of possibility if you train your voice. But if you have not spent time, and I mean many months, building a solid foundation of resonance and mixed voice, there is no amount of exercises I can give you in a short tutorial that will help you guys hit a high G. that can help, a guy hit a high G in the male range, or the equivalent of that would be a high D in the female range. So you girls can relate. That would be the equivalent. So we're going to stick with something that will still challenge you to engage your mixed voice, which we'll talk about what that is, but something that is a little bit more manageable if you're newer to vocal training. Because I know a lot of you are just hopping into the worship vocalist community in the last month or two, or I've gotten so many messages from you guys saying you're been sick and recovering, or you've kind of had a season of not doing too much vocal training. So anyways, but we're just going to start with a quick vocal warm up just to get our voice firing on all cylinders, get your resonators working for you in the specific ways that we need them for the song. Okay, so let's just start with a lip roll. Just say, or, you can always do a tongue trill if that's easier for you. Okay, either. And I just find if you can do it without holding your fingers on your cheeks, great. But for most people, it works better. It's more relaxed to just kind of hold your cheeks. So just up and down. Super, super relaxed. Awesome. Okay, so we're gonna do an octave scale. It's gonna sound like this. We're gonna start down here in the male range. So just the guys, and girls, you hop in a few scales when it starts to kind of come into your range. So here we go, guys. Awesome. Seeing some good lip buzzing. Girls, if you haven't sung yet today, you might be able to hit these low notes so you can start coming in. Morning voice. It's actually so good if you're leading tomorrow. Sorry, fingers couldn't keep up. If you're leading tomorrow, it's actually so good that you're doing a workout right now. This is just gonna get your voice primed for the morning. And guys, just go as high as feels comfortable here and then sit out. Girls, we'll do a few more up. Moving the neck around a little bit. Awesome, girls. And guys, if you can keep going, keep going. It's great to warm up your head voice up here. Girls, a couple more up, then we're gonna go back down. And just stay relaxed. If your voice isn't hitting all the pitches, if it's disconnecting a bit, that's okay. Just be patient with it. Have grace for your voice. So important. And guys, if you've been sitting out, jump back in when you can here. Few more. This is a warm-up that we don't want to rush. You take your time with this one, especially on Sunday mornings before you lead. Don't rush through this one. It does so much for the voice. Let's do 2 more. This is especially for the guys here. Last one. Very nice. Awesome. Okay. So now we're going to do a head voice exercise. Okay. And this is what it's going to be. Okay. HWIH. And you guys are going to have to put up with my artwork this morning a little bit. Okay. Because this is little puffs of air. Okay. So, because what I want you to do for this is I want you to kind of catch it on your breath out. So like, hui, hui. Okay. So, because what we're going to do is we're going to go, hui, 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 hui. And I don't want you to be all tense, like, wee, 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 wee. Okay. I don't want you to come in like that. I want you to take a deep breath. And we're also going to narrow the mouth. Everybody show me your narrow mouth. Hui, hui. So not wee, 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 wee. Hui, wee, 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 wee. Okay. You're gonna remember these puffs of air? Okay. Awesome. Okay, let's again start a little bit lower for the guys here. Girls, this is going to be too low for you to be in your head voice, so just jump in a few. But guys, wee, 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 wee. Narrow mouth. Wee, 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 wee. And I want you to hear that little breath. Wee, 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 wee. Nice. Wee, 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 wee. Guys, keep going in your head voice, but girls, hop in here. Wee, 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 wee. Really relaxed. Wee, 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 wee. Wee, 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 wee. Releasing into your head voice, not just pushing up from your throat. Guys, just go till where it feels comfortable here. And then sit out. Good. Remember to narrow those mouths. Nice. I love being able to see you guys. I'm going to do 2 more here. Last one. Make it count. Very nice. Okay. Now we are going to do an angry cat. You see my angry cat there? Okay. Say meow. Meow. Okay. Now this is not a happy cat, so I don't want meow, meow, meow. We're going to get right into that pharyngeal, which if you've done my courses, you know about the pharyngeal, this place right in the middle of head and chest. Meow. Really angry. Meow. Say that. Meow, 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 meow. All throughout your range. Meow. And I find if you make an ugly face, it works better. Might just be me, but I like it. Meow. Meow, 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 meow. Okay. So we're going to start down. Let's again start with the guys. And guys, it's going to at first feel like You could just hit this in your chest voice, but I don't want you to just be in your chest voice. I want you to be really engaging this nasality, okay? So I'll just demonstrate it a little bit higher. So it's gonna sound like meow, 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 okay? And what I mean by it feels like it's in chest voice range is I could just hit that meow, 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 yeah, 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 without that nasality. I don't kind of need it yet in my range, but I want you to really engage that, okay? So guys, start down here. Meow, meow. This is way too low for me. Really angry. Yeah, put your fingers on your nose. Sometimes that helps. Meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. And guys, the higher you go, the more you need to make it nasal. Otherwise, you're just gonna be pushing up in your chest voice. Yeah, okay, girls, we're gonna jump in with them here. Meow, 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 meow. It's like a chest pharyngeal mix. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. And guys, once it starts to feel uncomfortable, you just sit out, okay? Meow, 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 meow. But with training, guys, you'll be able to go right up here in a nice solid mix, seamless tone. Which, by the way, is what Phil Wickham is using on those high Gs. He ain't just pushing up his chest voice, I promise you. He's in a mix. Meow, 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 back down. Meow, 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 drop that jaw. Meow, 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 meow. Let me see those scrunched noses. Yeah, Connie, I see that. Meow, meow, meow. I love it. Few more. Guys, if you were sitting out, make sure to jump back in here. This is prime mix voice range that we're gonna need for the song, okay? Meow, 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 meow. We'll do 3 more, and we'll move on. Meow, 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 meow. Girls, if you're still going, keep that pharyngeal in it. Meow, 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 meow. Very nice. Okay, last warm up. Anybody know what this is? Crying baby. Wah! Wah! Everybody say wah, 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 wah. Wah. So again, tons of that nasality. Drop the jaw, narrow the mouth. So it's not just wah, wah, but wah, wah. Okay, and we're gonna do this one on a long scale. So wah, 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 wah. That's what it's gonna sound like. We're gonna start down lower with the guys, and I'll go a little bit slower than that so you can catch on. Let's start right here. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. Too low for me, Jonas. This is a scale pattern you get really familiar with and master your voice. It's challenging at first, but then you just learn to love it. It feels so good. It feels very circular in the voice. Wah, 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 wah. Girls, jump in if you can here. Guys, sit out whenever it feels uncomfortably high. But keep tons of this nasality on it. Wah, 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 wham, 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 wham. Every pitch is a crying baby. Wham, 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 wham. Wham, 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 wham. Keep going. When I see the scrunched nose and ugly faces, I know you guys just sound fantastic. I'm sure. Let's do 2 more. I love it. Beautiful. Okay. I'm sure you guys sound fantastic. Okay, so we're going to dive into the song. And before we do that, I just want to introduce a friend of mine, Justin, who is in my coach training program. Justin, where are you? Unmute yourself.
I'm right here.
Hello,
right
hello,
here.
hello.
Hey.
Just tell people a little bit about where you're from, your role at your church.
Yeah, sure. So my name is Justin McCartney. I live in Little Rock, Arkansas. I'm on staff at a multi-site church called Fellowship Bible Church. Been here. This is actually my second tour on staff at the church, and I work a lot with our vocalists across all of our campuses and lead every single week, every weekend. So, yeah.
Awesome. So I've invited Justin to do some of the male demonstrations in the song today. So especially for the guys, you'll be able to hear and follow along in your own range. So I'm really excited for that. So often when I hear vocalists sing this song, I hear one of 2 things. Either there's joy in the house of the Lord, there's joy, okay? Or I hear there's joy in the house of the Lord, there's joy in the house of the Lord today. So that first example, I'm pushing up chest voice, which as we know, chest voice is awesome. We want it. We need it for singing in a contemporary style because it's the resonator that sounds rich and full and deep, right? But when I push up on it like that, there's joy. Shout out your praise. There's tons of tension. It causes so much vocal fatigue. It's going off pitch on the high notes. It's going to go flat. Not what we want. And that second example, there's joy in the house of the Lord. I'm not pushing up to the notes anymore, but it doesn't sound contemporary. When we stay in head voice, we lose out on the richness and power that chest voice brings to the tone. Plus, when I'm adding lots of vibrato, there's joy in the house of the Lord. And when I hold onto my phrases like that, it leans a lot more toward classical than contemporary, which is not what we want for our purposes. So in this tutorial, I've got 5 strategies that I want to share with you to help release tension in your voice and help you get that rich, full, contemporary sound. You guys ready? Are you excited? Awesome. Okay, so here we go. What I'm going to do first is just kind of blow through the strategies pretty quickly, and then we're going to put them all together at the end and sing some longer sections of the song. Okay, so top 5 strategies. Number 1, you've heard it before and you'll hear it again many times. Narrow your mouth. Okay, everybody say, narrow your mouth. Okay, I want to see those narrow mouths. This is really, 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 really important, especially as we go higher in our range. The more the mouth goes out to the side, the less efficient it is for the resonance and the airflow for our vocal cord coordination. So you'll hear me talk about this in pretty much every song tutorial because I want you to get used to this, okay? So what I want you to do is, and this is something you can do in your practice at home, put your fingers next to your mouth, okay, to remind you to be narrow, and just say, there's joy in the house of the Lord. There's joy in the house of the Lord. And I want you to slur the words together more than you even think you should and feel how the mouth shape stays consistent. There's joy in the house of the Lord. Okay? That's what we want. We're going to move on, but I want you to keep that strategy in play as much as you can here. We're going to build off that narrow mouth. Okay? So number 2, find a mix. What do I mean by that? In the contemporary style, we're looking for a mix, a blend of resonance that's not just chest voice and not just head voice. We want to engage our pharyngeal resonator. Everybody say, wah, wah, wah. Meow. Okay, this place right in the middle of the face to blend those together so that we get the depth of chest voice and the freedom of head voice, and with the added bonus of the brightness and punch of the pharyngeal. And the beautiful thing is we already found that tonal quality in our vocal warm-up earlier. So now we're just going to aim to find that mix on the melody of the song. Okay, so we're not even going to sing any lyrics yet. I just want you to sing the first 2 lines of the chorus on a pharyngeal exercise. And I gave you both the meow and the wah in the warm-up because I want you to get used to this in your vocal training in general. I want you to feel out and kind of decide for yourself which one helps you engage your mixed voice most efficiently. Okay, so I'm going to go with meow for this one, but you can do meow or wah. And this is what it's going to sound like. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Okay, so just those first 2 lines. Girls, guys, you're going to do it in a sec. But girls, let's just do that together. Say, meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Okay, so feeling out. Like I said, we're not even going to do the lyrics yet. Just feeling out where that pharyngeal mix sits. Okay, now Justin, I'd love you to do that a couple times with the guys in the key of G, just those first couple of phrases of the song on a meow or wah, whichever you prefer.
Sure. So here's key of G, guys, right here. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. You want to feel the release, the lift off the chest voice, resonance sitting right here in your resonator. Let's do that one more time. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. And another suggestion, if you don't mind, Charmaine, as the notes are going down, don't let it bottom out into the chest voice. We still want to keep that resonant mix that she said we need to have between chest and pharyngeal here. So what we don't want to do is we don't want to go meow, 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 meow. Okay? Meow, 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 meow.
Fantastic. Thanks, Justin. Now we're going to do the first 2 lines of the bridge, and this time I'll use the wah, so you can hear that in my voice, but again, feel free to use the meow or wah. This is what it's going to sound like. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. So this is just the we were the beggars, now we're royalty line. So girls, let's try that together a couple times. Key of D. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. One more time, girls. Crying baby. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. Justin, you go for it. Key of G. Wah or meow.
Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. Let's get you guys to do that. Remember to narrow the mouth, drop the jaw. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah.
Love it. Okay. Hear how much pharyngeal is in his voice? That's why I love hearing a guy sing it, because I can do it down there, but it doesn't sound quite the same because it's not up in that same mixed voice place in my voice. Okay, so thank you, Justin. Really nice. Okay, we're going to move on to strategy number 3. Don't worry if you don't feel like you've mastered that mixed voice strategy yet. We're going to come back to all of that in a bit. But strategy number 3, modify E to I. What do I mean by that? What I mean is when we find an E vowel in this song, which they are everywhere, by the way, instead of singing with a really small, wide mouth and a really pointed sounding E vowel, we're going to drop the jaw slightly, narrow the mouth, and sing those words with more of an I shape inside the mouth. Okay, so instead of we worship the God who was, we worship the God who is, which I'm not saying that sounds bad, but when I do that, I can feel the tightness in my mouth and throat. It doesn't feel great. So instead of that, I'm going to sing, we worship the God who was, we worship the God who is. And the difference in the sound that you hear is it's very subtle, but it makes a big difference for your voice because it's way more relaxed. So it's setting those whole phrases up for way more success and less tension. Does that make sense? And this is very important when we're leading worship because we've got to get through multiple songs, some of you multiple services. So it's really important that we not be causing tension in the way that we sing these things. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I want you just to say these with me first. Okay, so instead of we're gonna say we. Okay, so notice how my mouth is a little bit more narrow, and I'm just it's. Don't worry, when we go to sing it in the song, it's gonna sound more normalized. But right now, swing the pendulum further than think you need to go, and more we. Okay? Instead of b. He. Si. Again, he. I'm just going in order of the first verse here. And victory. Okay, so that's going to be our E vowels for verse 1. Now, if you don't already have lyrics pulled up, I recommend you do that. Actually, I'll just do that for those of you who are on the Zoom call right now. I'll just open up the chat and I will. I'll just put these lyrics in the chat here. So if you're still kind of just learning the song, you can know what they are. And we're going to sing that verse and we're going to go a bit slower than the actual song goes so that you can feel this out in your voice. But just the girls, first key of D, okay? We worship the God who was. We worship the God who is. We worship the God who evermore will be. Notice how it's not be. He breathe into it. He opened the prison doors. He parted the raging sea. Jaw slightly dropped. See. My God, He holds the victory. Okay, do you feel that? Can you feel that openness? It feels so much better on my throat, seriously, than singing it the other way. And it takes some practice and some real focus for that to feel natural. So don't worry if that feels really weird right now. Just commit to practicing that on your own. It will make a huge difference for your voice. Justin, can you try that for the guys? Key of G. I know I can try to follow along with the guys here.
You did really well there.
Thanks. I'm like trying to see myself. I'm like really tiny.
Okay. All right, here we go, guys. We worship the God who was. We worship the God who is. We worship the God who evermore will be. And again, don't be afraid to let the pendulum swing a little bit too far for right now. He opened the prison doors. He parted the raging sea. My God, He holds the victory.
Really, really good. I love that. Okay, we're going to move on to strategy 4, one of my favorites. And again, we're gonna be putting all of this together at the end, okay? Strategy number 4, minimize R's and L's. This is one of my favorites. Let me tell you, R's and L's are not your best friends when it comes to singing in a mixed voice in the contemporary style. They get in the way because they tend to close things up and they tend to cause tension. Okay, so I want you to notice how much my mouth closes when I sing, we were the beggars, now we're royalty. I literally feel I'm in a mix, sure, but I feel it so unstable, like it's just gonna crack at any moment. We were the beggars, now we're royalty. See how those R's and L's are closing everything up? Feels terrible. So just try speaking these out with me. Okay, so instead of were, wa, we were the beggars, not beggars, beggars. Now we're not we're royalty. It's a good one. Okay. Now we're going to sing that phrase. We'll do the girls first. Again, we'll go slow. And I also want you to, I'm going to be holding the cue card, so I can't do all these things at once, but I want you to put your fingers beside your mouth so you can remind yourself to be narrow. Okay. So we were the beggars, now we're royalty. Okay, try that again. We were the beggars, now we're royalty. Very nice. Justin, you go for it, key of G.
All right. We were the beggars, now we're royalty. Let's do that again. We were the beggars, now we're royalty.
Awesome. And it sounds so relaxed in your voice, Justin. And the only one of those I would say, like, we sometimes need to work at finessing is those E ones, like right
Exactly.
at the end. Like you can let that sound a little bit more like an E, especially if you're not feeling strain. Like I know Justin can go a lot higher than this in his voice even, but those other ones are just sounding so relaxed. It makes my throat feel relaxed when I hear that. Awesome. Are you guys, hopefully you're feeling some good things in your voice. Is this feeling good? Okay, lovely. Final strategy, another favorite of mine, use hidden consonants to your advantage. Okay, there's a few of these in this song. For example, instead of singing, where would that be? Who always makes a way, and pushing up and kind of using edge. Who always, I'm going to use a W to help me launch into that word. Who always makes a way. Same with we are forgiven. I could sing, we are forgiven, but I feel the pushing up to it. I feel the tension there. So I'm going to actually imagine there's a Y there, written there, and sing it that way. We are forgiven. Does that make sense? Okay. And don't worry, you'll get a chance to try that out as we go through the song. We're going to move on. And I want you to be spending time on your own. Go back through this tutorial, pause at these things, finesse them in your voice. That's so important. Okay, so we've got 5 strategies. Narrow your mouth, find a mix, modify E to I, minimize R's and L's, use hidden consonants. Now we're gonna put them together. And I've kind of compiled these strategies within each song section and written out the modified lyrics, but I haven't written out every word, okay? So if you don't know the song well yet, I recommend you have the lyrics pulled up so you can just be watching those alongside my notes. I will try to remember for each section to just post these in the Zoom chat for you, because I know this can be hard to read, especially on the Zoom, section by section, but here we go. So we've got kind of, in terms of legend here, the orange is the E to I, okay, we. The green is the minimizing R's and L's, worship. And then kind of scattered throughout the song, there's a few of these places where you can try kind of putting in these hidden consonants, okay? And you actually, I was listening again to the song this morning, and this one, and this will be interesting for you. Listen to the song later. You can hear Phil Wickham go, we worship the God who evermore. He goes up to that word evermore with edge, which is not a bad thing. It's not wrong. This is not about right or wrong. In fact, I teach a whole lesson in Master Your Voice on using edge as a stylistic technique in our songs. And so you can do that. But the thing you want to be watching out for is if that is causing you to be all tense and push up to the word, in which case it's going to be way better for you to go, whoevermore, and kind of use that whoevermore will be. I kind of like that a little bit better for my voice because it doesn't cause tension. So I will just post this in the chat here, the lyrics plus these wonderful modified lyrics here. So let's just take this girls in the key of D, okay? So we worship the God who was, we worship the God who is, we worship the God who evermore will be. He opened the prison doors. He parted the raging sea. My God, He holds the victory. So it's not, my God, He holds the victory. Just keeps the mouth narrow. It kind of does all of these strategies at once. I can get really nerdy about this, so don't even get me started. Again, you'll work at finessing these later. If you're a subscriber on the site, make sure you print out the PDF below the video, which has all the modified lyrics there for you to practice. Justin, my man, can you try that in the key of G? The guys here?
Yeah. We worship the God who was. We worship the God who is. We worship the God who evermore will be. He opened the prison doors. He parted the raging sea. My God, He holds the victory.
Love it. Okay, let's move to the chorus. So we've got a few of these, not there's joy, but there. Everybody say there. There's joy. There's joy. We're going to use that one a lot. In the house of the Lord. Lord. Okay? And we won't be silent. We shout out your praise. Kind of slur that together. Use that consonant. Our God, not our God. Our God. God is surely. Everybody say surely. Okay? Girls, let's take this in the key of D. And actually what we're going to do, because it's jumping up a bit higher in our range, we're going to help our voice engage a mix by using the meow or wah, and then doing the lyrics immediately after. Okay, so I'll do the meow here. Girls, you can use whichever one you want. Da, 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 da. Sorry. Meow, 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 meow. There's joy in the house of the Lord. Meow, 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 meow. Girls, sing this with me. Meow, 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 meow. There's joy in the house of the Lord today. Meow, 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 meow. And we won't be quiet. Meow, 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 meow. We shout out your praise. Meow, 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 meow. There's joy in the house of the Lord. This one, we're going up higher, so you really need this meow. Meow, 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 meow. Our God is surely in this place. Meow, 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 meow. And we won't be quiet. Meow, 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 meow. We shout out your praise. There's your mixed voice. Justin, you go for it for the guys.
Guys, let's do the same thing. Start on that meow. Meow, 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 meow. There's joy in the house of the Lord. Meow, 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 meow. There's joy in the house of the Lord today. Meow, 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 meow. And we won't be quiet. Meow, 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 meow. We shout out your praise. Meow, 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 meow. There's joy in the house of the Lord. Oops, I lost my melody. Oh, here we go. Meow, 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 meow. Don't be afraid to lean in on that top meow. Okay, really be a little ugly with it even. Meow, 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 meow. Our God is surely in this place. Meow, 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 meow. And we won't be quiet. Meow, 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 meow. We shout out your praise.
Yes, so good. Okay, so even when you come back to this tutorial or you're listening to these demos, you're doing this on your own, you want to listen for that. First of all, we want tons of that pharyngeal quality. Like Justin said, lean into that. Don't be afraid to get lots of that pharyngeal resonance. And then we're looking for that similar resonance, that very similar nasal resonance as you go into your lyric, okay? Awesome. Okay, verse 2. Now, I'll just post these for you in the chat. And I realized I forgot to post the chorus for you. I'm so sorry, guys. That's what I said. I'll try to remember. But you'll have these in the notes later. Okay, verse 2. There you go. For the sake of time, we're going to skip the first two lines because they're very similar to verse 1. But those will be in the PDF download for you on the site so that you can be practicing with that. But the final two lines of this verse jump up higher. It's really epic, but fairly challenging for the voice. So I want to try this out together. Again, we'll go exercise to lyric, meow or wah, whichever you prefer. I'm going to use the wah this time. So just the girls here. Wah, 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 'cause he hung upon the cross. Wah, 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 then he rose up from the grave. Wah, 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 my God still rolling stones away. Okay? And I am like, well, I've been doing this for years, and I still have to be intentional. I've got to lean into that pharyngeal, but when you get it, you get it. And it feels so good when it just tilts right up there, okay? Justin, you go for it.
So let's try the wah, guys. Wah, 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 wah. 'Cause he hung upon that cross. Wah, 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 wah. Then he rose up from that grave. Wah, 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 wah. My God still rolling stones away.
Yeah, so so good. And you can hear his voice like mine. It's just kind of sneaking up there into the pharyngeal. He's putting so much of that pharyngeal, that nasal resonance on. But when you hear it in the lyrics, it just sounds bright and powerful and contemporary. I promise you, nobody's going to think, oh, she sounds nasal when she's singing. All right, here we go. Into the bridge. We're making our way here. So we've got lots of the E to E here with royalty. We practiced that one earlier. Got lots of the minimizing R's and L's. We've got the we are. Let that happen in your voice. Now, we are forgiven. We are forgiven. So girls, let's try this out. I will post these for you in the Zoom chat. There you go. Let's go. Again, you can choose meow or wah. I will do wah again. Wah, 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 wah. We were the beggars. Wah, 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 wah. Now we're royalty. Wah, 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 wah. We were the prisoners. Wah, 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 wah. Now we're running free. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. We are forgiven, accepted, redeemed by his grace. Wah, 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 wah. Let the house of the Lord sing praise. Guys, you go for it with Justin.
Hey, let's do the same thing with the wah. And just feel the energy of the pharyngeal for this bridge too, to kind of drive the energy behind the song too. Wah, 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 wah. We were the beggars. Wah, 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 wah. Now we're royalty. Wah, 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 wah. We were the prisoners. Wah, 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 wah. Now we're running free. We wah, 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 wah. Wah, wah, wah. Wah, 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 wah. Let's do all that whole phrase. We are forgiven, accepted, redeemed by his grace. Wah, 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 wah. Let the house of the Lord sing praise.
Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Love it. Okay. And there we go. There is our song. Okay. So if you have questions, post them in the chat. But what I want to do now is work with a couple singers to help you apply some of this stuff. So Jessica, I see you there, girl. I know you posted in a little clip in the Facebook group. So, well, why don't we go with bridge? Why don't you just sing that for us for a sec? Go for it. Just sing that whole bridge for us.
We were the beggars, now we're royalty. We were the prisoners, now we're running free. We are forgiven, accepted, redeemed by his grace. Let the house of the Lord sing praise.
Beautiful. You got such a lovely voice. Okay, Justin, I'll hand it over to you for a minute. So like I told you guys earlier, Justin's in my coach training program. So we've been working on coaching stuff this past few months. But Justin, what are you hearing in her voice? Take her through a couple exercises there.
Yeah, I mean, first off, Jessica, beautiful voice. Oh my word, it's absolutely beautiful. And we're all critics of our own voices. We always think, I wish I could do this. I wish I sounded like so-and-so. But my word, you got a beautiful voice. Keep owning that and keep growing in that. That's awesome. Got some really cool power there. Can we start there with the bridge there, if you don't mind? What was it? Key of D? Is that what we're in? Key of D? Okay. Let's do what we did a bit ago with the wah, 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 wah. Let's just take it like one or two phrases at a time, if that works for you. Okay. Give me the wah. Okay. And then we'll go into, and then give me the first line of the bridge. Okay.
Wah, 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 wah. We were the beggars.
Yeah, I really, really like that. If you could, you've got a really good drop jaw there. I think it's good. Give me a little bit more drop on that. And when you do that, let me demonstrate in my key for a second, okay? We were the beggars. Okay, on that I love that word beg because it naturally lends itself towards pharyngeal resonance. So don't be afraid to add a little pharyngeal mix in with that to give that word a little bit more bite. It's kind of the peak of that phrase there. Does that make sense? Okay, cool. So let's do it again on the wah. Give me that wah, 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 wah. You know, we were the beg. I'm trying to do it in your key there.
Oh,
So.
nice. Wah, 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 wah. We were the beggars.
Oh, did you feel that? Did everyone else feel that and hear that? When you hit beggars, oh my word, it like totally amped up that phrase 10 times from where it was before. And I thought that was beautiful. Beautiful.
I love that. I love that, Jessica. And the other thing I want to just experiment with a little bit. I would love, you have so much release, especially when you're adding that pharyngeal and dropping your jaw a little bit like Justin was just doing. You've got so much great release up in your high range because your head voice is so well developed. But what I'm hearing, especially as you come down on your phrases, is where I'm hearing how there's not quite as much chest voice in the mix as I would love. So we're kind of losing out on that depth. And you can get away with it stylistically because you don't tend to add a lot of vibrato or hold onto your phrases really long or anything like that. But can you just say this for me, Jessica? Just say ba, ba, ba.
Ba, ba, ba.
Say yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, really open your mouth. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
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 Say we were the beggars.
We were the beggars.
Now we're royalty.
Now we're royalty.
Yeah, see, I want a little bit more of that, right? So even if we try this a little bit lower and then kind of bring it up, just because what I want you to focus on is having more of that depth. Say yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, and try not to let it tilt. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
That's what I want. I want you to keep it down in that space. Can you feel that when you let it resonate more in the mouth? Yeah, 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 yeah. Was it? We were the beggars. Do those two together.
Yeah, 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 yeah. We were the beggars.
Yeah, and keep that depth because when you do the yeah, it's easier for our voice to kind of get out of singing mode and kind of say yeah, 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 yeah. But when you go into the lyric, keep that in it. We were, not we were, like really pretty. We were the beggars. We were the beggars. Just do that line.
We were the beggars.
Yeah, give me some like authority. We were the beggars.
We were the beggars.
That's better, yes. Say, we were the beggars.
We were the beggars.
Yeah, we were the beggars.
We were the beggars.
Yes, okay. So we're gonna go up a little bit more and I want you to keep that depth in it. It's gonna maybe even sometimes feel like it's too much, but it's good. We were the beggars.
We were the beggars.
Yes. Can you guys hear how there's more depth in her voice? I love that. Justin, what are you hearing in her voice there? I'm loving it.
I'm hearing a lot more richness in the tone, a little more consistency through the tone, even as the notes are moving up. There's a really good mix right where it needs to certainly tilt. I think that's it. I'm hearing a good tilting throughout the phrase there. Beautiful,
Yes.
very deep and awesome.
Yeah, it's not bottoming out anymore. Does that make sense, Jessica? Are you feeling that too?
Bottoming out is a something I deal with.
Well, it doesn't have to be something you do. Doesn't have to be something, right? It's just a habit, right? Our voice gets into for different different people, different habits. For me, for years it was the opposite. It was pushing up chest voice. For a lot of people, it's like you pulling down head voice. Now I stopped at the key of C there very intentionally because I actually think key of C would be a great place for you to practice this song. And then you could always bring it up to D later, but it's going to really help you to practice a little bit lower or even lead it a little bit lower because that's going to encourage your chest voice to come out and engage in the mix more. Does that make sense? Awesome. Okay. Thanks for singing for us. Now, Sal, what do you want to sing for us? Which section?
Well, I guess I can do the chorus then.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Go for it. And are you good with key of G?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, go for it. Sing us the chorus. There's joy.
There's joy in the house of the Lord. There's joy in the house of the Lord today. And we won't be quiet. We shout out your praise. There's joy in the house of the Lord. Our God is surely in this place. And we won't be quiet. We shout out your praise.
Yeah, man. Oh, I haven't heard you sing before. You have a great voice.
Thanks.
You've got a really great voice. Now, do you lead this song? Do you do this song at your church?
I've done it one time.
Yep.
And I'm wanting to do it more.
Cool.
So, yeah.
And that one time, did you do it in G?
Yes.
You did?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Because in whatever, you can do it in whatever key when you lead, but I think G is a little too easy for you. So
Okay.
just for the purpose of developing your mix a little bit higher, let's just even take it one semitone higher, because I want you to really need to like and learn to engage that mix, and you've already got a lot of that in your voice on these notes. So just sing that chorus one more time for us. This is A flat. There's joy. Go for it.
There's joy in the house of the Lord. There's joy in the house of the Lord today. And we won't be quiet. We shout out your praise. There's joy in the house of the Lord. Our God is surely in this place. We won't be quiet. We shout out your praise.
Believe it or not, you sounded even better singing in the higher key. That was so good. That was so good. Now I'm hearing there's just that. Can you feel that tiny little bit of tension on the high notes? So I think there's a little bit of finessing that can be done there. But you've got so much of the brightness of mix in your voice. Justin, I'll just hand it over to you for a couple minutes here. You work on a couple lines there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, really beautiful voice, man. It's awesome. So, I'm kind of a chest dominant singer myself, and so I have a default tendency to push up my chest voice, and that's a little bit of what I'm hearing on certain words. Again, in general, you've got a great mix there, but what I'm hearing is there's joy, like there's joy on that first note even. Okay. So we need to get you to lock into your mix as soon as possible so that we can take the pressure off or the weight off of your chest voice. Did that meow work well for you earlier when we did this on the chorus?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's get you just go meow, 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 meow. Just do that.
Meow, 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 meow.
Okay, already. That was good. Meow, 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 meow.
Meow, 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 meow.
Yeah, now go meow, meow. There's joy in the house of the Lord.
Meow, meow. There's joy in the house of the Lord.
Yeah, I can see it's already trying to get locked into that mix. And that's really where you want to start at the beginning of this, because I know, speaking from experience, like if I immediately start pumping into chest voice right at the beginning of that phrase, I'm going to be stuck in pushing my chest voice up too high for a couple phrases in. But I absolutely love that. So let's do that one more time and sing a couple more lines down into it.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna pop in here. That's sounding so good, but I want more angry cat. Okay. I need more anger in that meow. Okay. It's already sounding good, but a little bit too normal, like kind of happy cat. So I want meow, meow, meow. There's joy in the house of the Lord. And it will naturally normalize as you go into the lyric. But do that exercise Justin was telling you. And just do that for me right now. Say meow.
Meow.
Oh,
Meow.
yes. My coach heart is very happy right now. That's what I want. Go for it.
Yeah. Yeah. And then just narrow your mouth just a notch, okay, to take any pressure off of your jaw from there. Okay. Let's do that. Meow. There's joy in the house. And sing on.
Meow. There's joy in the house of the Lord. There's joy in the house of the Lord today. We won't be quiet. We shout out your praise. There's joy in the house of the Lord. Our God is surely in this place. We won't be quiet. We shout out your praise.
Yeah, it's already sounding much better. I think you're kind of finessing through a little bit of that mix. I think it's great. It's taken a lot more pressure off of your voice, which is really cool. Go to the second half of the chorus there. There's joy in the house of the Lord. Our God is surely.
Our God is surely in this place.
Our God. Watch that. Our God. I don't know if you can still see the modifications that Charmaine gave us there. Charmaine, can you turn it? Is it right there? Ah, God, not our. There's that R. With that, it's just, I hate the R's there. Avoid that. Ah, God. As a matter of fact, right now, just go wah, wah. And narrow that mouth more. Wah, wah. Yeah. Wah, wah. Ah, God.
Wah, wah. Ah, God.
That's better. Yeah. Now do that again. Wah, wah. Our God is surely in this place.
Wah, wah. Our God is surely in this place.
Yeah. Very nice. How's that feel?
I guess it feels good, and I feel less pressure. The surely, it's just I guess just the vowel on surely.
Yeah, that one's pushing up a little bit, and it just needs those exact same things as we were just doing. Yeah. Okay, so say wah, wah.
Wah, wah.
That was so good.
Yes.
Wah, 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 wah.
Wah, 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 wah.
Yeah, think crying baby. Wah, more than you think. Wah, 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 wah. When you lean into it, that must feel good, Sal.
Yeah.
Because it sounds so good. And that's it's a slightly different vowel on the surely, but that's what we need there. And I want no R. Sure. Say surely.
Surely.
Yeah. Now go, wah, surely.
Surely.
Give me more cry on surely.
Surely.
Yes, that's what you need as you go up to our God is surely more than you think you need on that top one. Okay, Sal, so go like this when we say, wah, 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 our God is surely in this place.
Wah, 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 wah. Our God is surely.
Okay, what's happening is your mouth is going wide there. Say surely.
Surely.
There it is. When you focus in on it like that, you narrow your mouth and you go more than you think on that cry. Surely in this place.
Surely in this place.
That's it. Can you feel your mix coming together there?
Yeah.
It's so good. It's so good. And you guys, this is for everybody, but you see how it's so important that we spend this time actually finessing. Like we're just honing in on one line, one word, really. He's not having trouble with the whole line of every line of the chorus. And that's why it's so inefficient. It's one of the worst time wasters that we can do as vocalists, to just sing through the song over and over, even just sing through the whole chorus because, I'm having trouble with this chorus, so I just sing it 18 times before I lead worship on Sunday. No, it might get slightly better, but it's not going to help you nail that word. And he just nailed that word. Now, do I care? And should he care yet that it's a little inconsistent? It's not every time. I don't care. As a coach, all I'm listening for is can we get his voice to do it? His voice is very capable in that key. And for the sake of time, we don't have time for this, but that's higher than he even needs to sing it. If he leads it in G, that's gonna feel so easy for you now, right? So this is the importance of you guys going through this stuff. Record yourself, listen back, and listen for those words that you, and feel those words. Print off the lyrics. Circle those words that you feel you're having trouble with, that you hear back in your recording that you're pushing up to, they're going off pitch, and then use these strategies to hone in on those, right? Awesome. Okay, thank you so much, Jessica and Sal, for singing for us. You guys sound fantastic. And thank you everybody for hopping on today. This is such a fun song to work on. I've had so much fun just putting together these strategies and singing with you guys today. So thank you so much for coming. Have an amazing rest of your day. Have a blessed weekend as you lead. Okay, guys? Bye. Let me know how these strategies go for you. If you have any questions, just post them below. As always, I encourage you to check out my courses at theworshipvocalist.com. The most important thing you can do for your voice is to be exercising it consistently 3 to 5 times per week using specific strategic exercises that work out your chest, head, and pharyngeal resonators and train your voice to mix them together. I have hundreds of exercises that I've created for you along with video demonstrations and downloadable audio workouts. So if you don't already have a Worship Vocalist subscription, make sure to check that out at theworshipvocalist.com.